Welcome back, everybody, to a younger view in sports. My name is James Irvin. Today, I'll be reacting to my Week 3 picks for the SEC. I did it. I had a winning week, 5-2. I am 12-8 on the year. So it was a great week. We'll get to one pick, but let's get started. Alabama, Ole Miss. Alabama's defense played terrible, but I don't think that's the story there. I think the story there was Lane Kiffin's offense, and I think Ole Miss is a year or two away, and they will be serious contenders. Let Lane Kiffin get his recruits in there. Let him build this offense how he wants to. Get him a defensive coordinator that he likes. He's got this under control. Alabama did win, though. I was right, 63-48. Big score. Lane Kiffin's offense and Ole Miss's offense is definitely surprising me and probably surprising a lot more people out there. Georgia, Tennessee. Look, Georgia pulled away in the fourth quarter, but this game was very close. At halftime, it was 17-21 Tennessee. They just get shut down in the second half. Tennessee doesn't have the depth yet. Georgia did get the win, so I was right there again. But Tennessee played closer. That game was way closer than the score show, 40-21 Georgia. Up next, Texas A&M and Florida. I did say I liked, in my video, if you go back and watch it, which you definitely should, I did say Texas A&M was going to get a win. I did like it if it wasn't Florida. I didn't expect Florida to choke, but they did. Kyle Trask didn't have that good of a game. I said Kellen Mond needs to start doing more, and boy, did he do more. 25-35, 338 yards, and 3 touchdown passes. Kellen Mond did enough to beat Florida. I still think Florida can bounce back from this. Don't worry, Gator fans. But Texas A&M pulled off the upset. Arkansas and Auburn. This game had controversy. I did pick Auburn. Auburn should have blown out Arkansas. But I did pick Auburn. I was right. Maybe Arkansas isn't as good as we think. But, oh my. Controversial. He obviously, in my personal opinion, he threw that pass backwards. That was not a spike from Bo Nix. He fumbled it, threw it backwards. That is a backwards pass. It should have been a foul. Arkansas should have recovered. Auburn gets it, kicks field goal. Bad calls happen in sports. Not more you can do there. Arkansas was robbed of that game, though. Arkansas, very good. This just proves Bo Nix is not the passer that we thought he was. He had a good game against Kentucky. Embarrassed to Georgia. And now people are calling them fakes for not beating Arkansas. Or not blowing out Arkansas, but bad call. Bo Nix is not the passer that we thought he would be. I knew this. I knew he would disappoint this year, and so far he has. Missouri, LSU. I picked LSU. Should have picked Missouri. Missouri won. They pull off the upset. In Missouri, this game was supposed to be in Baton Rouge. If it was in Baton Rouge, I think maybe they get the win. But Ed Orgeron is probably fired. Ed Orgeron was talks about being fired before Joe Burrow came in. Joe Burrow led the LSU to that historically great team and saved Coach Orgeron's job. Ed Orgeron now will probably be fired. I'm sure he'll be a great coordinator, but right now that team looks completely lost. That defense looked lost. Miles Brennan not playing great. They had a chance to win that game. 4 plays from the 1-yard line. They couldn't convert on any single one. That's bad play calling. Players didn't execute it. LSU is very bad. South Carolina, Vanderbilt. This is my lock for South Carolina. And they got the win, 41-7. Back-to-back weeks now. Vanderbilt has lost 41-7. Again, not much to say about this game. Colin Hill played good. Kevin Harris did great. Vanderbilt just gets dominated. And then Mississippi State and Kentucky. I picked Kentucky for the upset, and boy was I right, beating Mississippi State 24-2. KJ Costello has looked terrible. He threw 3 picks and got benched. But that's the guy that dotted up LSU's defense. That shows how bad LSU's defense is. This shows how overrated KJ Costello was. This just shows week 1 football. It was Heisman, Mississippi State for Mississippi State. No, they are a bad team. KJ Costello is overhyped. He is making too many mistakes now. Yeah, Kentucky got the good win, though. Kentucky did great. Torrey Wilson definitely put the team on his back. 13 carries. Got a couple of touchdowns in there. But, low-scoring game. Kentucky's defense really came out in surprise, holding them to only 2 points. The only points they got were on a safety. Great job to the Kentucky defense. 5-2 this week, 12-8 overall. I am definitely above 500. We'll hope to keep building on this momentum next week on Friday. Thank you for listening.